Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black, he weighed in at 235 pounds. His professional record is unblemished. 16 victories, 12 by knockout. From Dallas, Texas, here is Ike, the President, Ibeabuchi. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trimmed with white and weighing 226 pounds. He too is undefeated with 27 victories, 23 by knockout. From South Auckland, New Zealand, here is the WBC International Heavyweight Champion, David the Terminator Tua.
Go right up to the top of the gloves?
Right. Where? No, they did it. It's okay. Let's go. Okay, Tua. Okay, you had your instructions in the dressing room. Give me a good fight. Shake hands.
Here we go.
Fighters like Tua always look easier to hit or even easier to beat than they really are. They have such extraordinary will. They put so much pressure on that they can undermine even the best of athletes.
And Lou Duva doesn't like the way Ike Ibeabuchi's gloves have been put on, and so now Ibeabuchi's gloves will be adjusted under the guidance of referee Lou Filippo.
We'll tape them in the second round. They got to go back and get it.
You heard Filippo say that they will tape his gloves in the second round.
Got to go back and get the tape. And immediately Ibeabuchi begins jabbing to try to keep Tua out there on the end of his jab. People in David Tua's camp, notably trainer Ronnie Shields, saying Ibeabuchi's a better fighter than David Izanridze, stronger, a better boxer. If so, Tua could be in for a long night.
Ibeabuchi starting very fast. Good combinations, body and head.
Tua a little bit slow to get untracked here in the early going. Ibeabuchi, as Larry pointed out, working behind the jab and landing combinations. Uppercut for Ibeabuchi. Tua not getting off. Hard right hand over the top by Tua. Ibeabuchi says, I've got your right hand right here. And comes back to the body.
He also had a low left, for which he was warned.
Tua leaning in and looking to get off at close range. Ibeabuchi strong enough to keep Tua bodied off and go back to working on his jab. About Ibeabuchi's confidence coming in against the extremely heralded Tua. You don't have to be concerned about that anymore. It's Tua who looks as though he's a little bit overwhelmed here in round one, and Ibeabuchi is just firing away.
Hey, keep him up.
Sometimes a fighter, Jim, early in a fight will throw a lot of punches because he's not confident, because he wants to see how he behaves in there as well as his opponent. Tua taking his time. Good left hook. Doesn't faze him.
Ibeabuchi landing the left hook right on the button. Tua's only had a chance to throw one of his patented sweeping left hooks. Ibeabuchi just a little bit low, but Tua had referee Lou Filippo blocked off from that one.
Difference you already see in Tua from his last couple of fights, which is he's trying to smother Ibeabuchi's punches by staying right on top of him.
Ibeabuchi missing with a big left hook. Tua blocking a right hand, and now Tua begins to bob with the head as round one comes to a close.
Ibeabuchi sustain that level, Jim. He hasn't had long, tough fights. He's got to prove that he can just stay with it and fight that fight for 6, 8, 10 rounds and then dig something out for the championship round.
And he sustained the Philip Holliday-like punch output. Ibeabuchi throwing 91 punches by CompuBox count in round number 1. The heavyweight average is between 45 and 50 punches per round, so Ibeabuchi doubled the average in round 1. And he comes out firing again in round 2.
Hey, hold it. Keep him up. Not down to the ground.
That's the second warning.
Up into his big left hook. You heard Ronnie Shields telling Tua between rounds, we don't want you to stick your head up like that. Stay down.
Ibeabuchi keeping that right hand high to fend off the powerful left hook of Tua.
And Ibeabuchi still no less bashful about throwing punches as he continues to fire away in combinations in round 2.
Whew, these are big, powerful men pounding on each other at this stage of the show.
Maybe it's just something about David Tua that steps up the activity level. His fight with David Izanrate produced more punches thrown by 2 heavyweights in a 12-round fight than any other since CompuBox started counting them about 15 years ago.
Tua has started to find some openings with his right hand, not his best hand.
And though Ibeabuchi has certainly thrown a lot of punches and landed a fair number in the first couple of rounds, he has not done any perceptible damage to Tua here in the early going.
Well, basically, Jim, that's what makes Tua Tua.
Right hand landed for Ibeabuchi. Tua getting inside and trying to throw the left hook.
Ibeabuchi is very impressive to this point.
Left hook landed inside for Tua. Tua weighed in at 226, Ibeabuchi at 235. You have to figure they both gained a little weight since then. So when they lean against each other, it's 500 pounds of muscle looking for room to move in the middle of the ring.
Very fast pace.